So, we are talking about the fact that Adeleke triumphed over an incumbent governor in that election. And I see this as a pointer to how the election of 2023 is going to be.
But don't you think more credit should be
of the will of the masses?
Don't you think more credit should be given to the electorates instead of INEC, because the people stood to defend their votes?
Yes, for the victory of Adeleke, the credit goes to the electorate. But for the fact that the election took place without hitches, the credit goes to INEC. They all have their duties to perform. And as far as that election is concerned, both the electorate and both the electoral midwife, being INEC, all did their job and their duties. So, talking about the victory of Adeleke, I see it as the triumph of the will of the people, the will of the masses. Okay, that the masses'
voice is being heard.
Yeah, their voice is being heard. The masses spoke. They turned out a mass, and they casted their vote, and their vote counted. So it's an encouragement to every member or every citizen of Nigeria. It's always a deceit and a misnomer to always say your vote will not count. It is the lie that they oppress us, and those that oppress the masses of this country, they sell this lie to you so that you will be discouraged. The more there's a turnout in an election, once there is a huge turnout in an election, it becomes more difficult to manipulate the result of such an election. And so people should stop believing the lie that, why should I vote? My vote will not count. It's not true. The vote of the Osun people, or the Osun electorate, it counted. Okay, and then the people could say that indeed they have their wish as to who they want to govern them. It is also a warning to those who may want to depend on using ways and means to thwart the desires and the wishes of the people, that you will not always have your way.
Don't you think the people voted for the candidate, the personality, and not just the party instead?
That's true. It's more of personality. It's more of a personality. It's not so much
about the party.
For the party, which is PDP, but it's the personality. In fact, he contested with the incumbent governor 4 years ago. And there is a general notion that he won the election.
Exactly.
There is a notion generally held that the election was won by him then.
But it was declared inconclusive.
He was robbed of the victory when INEC started to say that the election was inconclusive. And between that time and when the next election held, a lot of things took place and water passed under the bridge. And before you know it, the incumbent was sworn in. But here we are this time around in 2022, and the story is different. And so we are upbeat and we are hopeful that come 2023, the masses of this country will not only have their say, they will also have their way. Things are changing. It is generally understood that the only thing that is constant in life is change. And that is a truism. It never stops. It will not stop in the case of Nigeria. We, the good people of this country, should always be expectant of that. One day that change will come. That change will come. And that change, I believe, will not stop with APC, who even popularized the phrase vote for change in the last election. Probably Nigerians will continue to do so, to vote for change even now.
So what is the implication? The Oyetola of Osun State have not congratulated the governor-elect. What is the implication of that? People who believe in change refuse to accept the change when it comes to them.
Yes, people should grow up. People should grow up. People should grow up and learn to be good losers. Yeah, when they lose. When you are contesting an election, it's an open sesame. You are not contesting because you must win. there is a chance that you will also lose. So you have to be abreast with that reality and prepare yourself for that. And if you're willing to accept the decision of the masses, and so you will be able to accept the result of the election. So people should grow up and be good loser, be good, the spirit of good sportsmanship, okay? Yes, you don't have to win all the time. If you don't win, you don't win. If you win, you win. So he should congratulate the winner of the election, because it is clear that the election was free and fair. And come to think of it, who can bring out an incumbent government out of an election? What machineries of state do they control from outside? Do they control the security apparatus of the state, whereby the governor is the chief security officer of that state, controlling all the forces? What way can they control and rig them out?
Could that be a vote of no confidence on the APC government?
You mean
so
the
to
result
say,
of the election?
Yes.
Well, yes, in piecemeal, as far as Osun State is concerned, of course. Because APC is in government right now, we are speaking in Osun State, but they've been voted out. So that's a vote of no confidence on APC government in Osun State.
Wow, it's been a very great moment with you. So now, what do you react to the purported statement coming by, is it Bachuwa'S, a senator from Bachuwa'S State, directing the government of Buhari to exterminate the entire eastern region under the disguise of hunting down the IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra?
Well, you see, as far as I am concerned, concerning their so-called statement, reportedly accredited to the gentleman senator that you mentioned, to me, some comments don't deserve any commentary on that. This so-called statement by the gentleman senator it falls within that scale. It does not deserve any commentary on it, because by the time you're commenting on that thing he said, you are dignifying it. It doesn't merit any reply. What is it? What do you want to say about a senator who is so flippant and so unthinking to utter statements like that? Are you a joker? Are you a clown? Are you working in a circus? Or are you a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Are you for real? So, I mean, you go about making such statements. No right-thinking person will take you seriously, because even a primary school student cannot say that. There is no basis on which that statement
considering
can merit,
the gravity of such statements.
So you make such statements, but it's flippant, it's flippantry, and it goes a long way to say and to indicate the kind of personality that we have in the Senate.
But don't you think
you cannot wipe out the whole Southeast because of IPOB?
So, but don't you think that it represents the opinion of majority of the northern extractions?
Certainly not. Senator Bachuwa'S, or whatever his name is expressing his own mind. And as far as I am concerned, that is not the opinion of the generality of the northern citizens of Nigeria. There's no basis on which to believe that Nigerians live in peace among themselves. These are political gimmickry by those who use politics to oppress the masses of this country and subjugate them to perpetual slavery. Okay, so you make statements like that, you are indeed shooting yourself in the leg, because you are telling the masses whom you are. Okay, you are not enlightened enough. Yes, your statement is below the level of enlightenment that is expected of you. There is no basis on which it makes sense. You are calling the president to wipe out the whole Southeast. Does it make sense? In what way does it make? Is it the South? Is it the Igbos people that are terrorizing the North? As I'm talking to you now, more than 90% of the northern part of Nigeria are under the power of, if not Boko Haram, bandits, if not bandits, terrorists. Is it the IPOB people that are doing it? Between the southeastern part of Nigeria and the northern part of Nigeria, which one is more peaceful in relative terms as we speak? In what way is how many of those terrorists and IPOB, Boko Haram and terrorists and kidnappers, as the gentleman senator asked Buhari to wipe out? Is he comfortable with the level of security in the north? Does he live in the southeastern part of Nigeria? So what's the basis of his concern that they should be wiped out? Is it to safeguard himself? Does he live in the east? So people should grow up in this country and stop making statements that are very, very
inciting and
derogatory, and then pitting one part of the country against the other because they are called politicians. So to me, the gentleman Bachuwa, whatever he said, does not merit any commentary.
Wow, that is exciting. It's a very exciting moment being with you this morning.